guys. So welcome back to Finding Yourself podcast. I'm Abby. I'm your host. I just want to sit here and I want to talk because I feel like a lot of you guys like the sit down talking videos. The title of this podcast basically is like, if you feel like giving up, watch this podcast, watch this video. If you guys are on YouTube, hi, how are you? I'm Abby. I am a lifestyle / faith-based content creator. I just want to bring Jesus to the internet and I just want to talk and be real. I feel like a lot of times that influencers or people, they're not real, that they like to show the highlight reel of everything. So I want to show the raw. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm literally sitting on my floor on Sunday at 10:50 or 11 p.m. at night, and I just want to talk. And sometimes you just want to talk, and I feel like this is what Finding Yourself podcast is. Finding Yourself podcast is a podcast where I talk about my feelings and I just sit down and I talk to you guys and we just have a heart-to-heart chat. So let's get into it. Sit back, relax, enjoy this video. And I'm probably going to upload one video this week, so please don't kill me. I have a lot to update you guys on. So if you feel like giving up, please watch this video. I did like the minimal version for TikTok, so go on my TikTok. If you guys have not gone on my TikTok, I have so many updates on there. It's like my daily vlog. I feel like TikTok is kind of like my close friends. And then I feel like Instagram is like the aesthetic, all cute. And then YouTube, I basically cry in every video. And it's just my therapy, you know. I can't, I'm not really in therapy right now, but you guys are my therapy and I just like talking. So hence why I'm a podcaster. This all started, I was at church today and I was worshiping and I just was holding the camera because I was filming content for MDA Church. So shout out to MDA Church. So if you guys check it out, MDA Official on Instagram, check it out. We post content, whatever. I make content for the church. So we post content up there every week. And yeah, so I was filming content and then all of a sudden I just closed my eyes and I'm just worshiping God. And then I don't hear anything. I just start crying. And you know when you're crying in the presence of God, I think I was just crying because of situational stuff. It was just more of a, oh God, like I'm here. And I was just holding the camera and then God shows me this vision about what I'm going to do with my camera. And then, like how it's going to impact people, et cetera, et cetera. He just shows me a vision. And then literally after that, what ends up happening is God shows me this video title. He shows me this video title. He's like, if you feel like giving up, watch this video. And I just start crying and I'm just crying and crying and crying because God is just showing me a lot of things. And, I'm human and just like you, I feel like giving up too. And these past few weeks have not been the easiest with transition, with life update, my new job. And it's just been a lot of transition and a lot of new things and dealing with a lot of personal stuff where I'm not going to air out all my dirty laundry. Got to keep some things for me. If you want more of my dirty laundry, go on TikTok. Anyways, so I've just been dealing with a lot of things personally and I haven't had any motivation, hence why I'm doing Hard 75, another life update. I feel like this is a life update video / don't give up. I promise you, we're going to get into the not giving up part, but I feel like I'm a very detailed person that I need to know every detail from the beginning, middle, and end before I get there. So YouTube is for long form content. So this is long form. Anyways, so I'm just crying in the presence of God. And I was like, okay, this week has not been the easiest, but you know what? I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I'm still grinding with my circumstances that are happening in my life, but we are here. We're growing. We're in this new season, right? And then I just started feeling this thing, and I just started crying, and I was like, God, why am I crying so much? Like, why? Like, there's so much on my mind and so many things, and I was just crying in His presence, like, when you're just like, So then I just started feeling things, and I just feel like God was like, don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Don't give up on what I've called you to do. Don't give up on that. And I just kept feeling it for you guys, honestly. Like, I just kept feeling that there are people out there that are watching this video and you feel like giving up. You feel like that you have no purpose. You feel like the calling of your life has been shattered, or you maybe even be in your dreams and you're living your dreams like I am, and reality hits and you're like, it's not that easy. This is also your sign to not give up. And I just kept feeling that there's just so many people that are discouraged, and you're just watching this and you don't know what to do with your life. You don't know what to do in your career. Like, I can just be very frank and very open with you guys and basically say I am not in my dream job right now. I am doing something that I never thought of myself to do, and experience things that I've never experienced before, and going from this high maintenance type of life to being here, like it's just so different. It's so different. Everything is so different, but God is so faithful, because no matter what, God is still here. And I feel like me being here in California is the closest that I have been with God. And I just feel like, don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Don't give up on what God has called you to do, because God has given you a vision and he's given you a dream. Like, you guys are watching, like, you may be young, pray to God for that vision, pray to God to that dream. Like, let God teach you something in the season, that you're in. And I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. Maybe you will know what I'm going through, but I don't know. Just know that God is there for you. It says in the word that he will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. And I just kept feeling that there were so many people that were down in the dumps, that you have been trying something for so hard. Maybe it's like workout motivation, that you've been trying to work out and you stop going to the gym. This is your sign to get back up, to go to the gym. Don't give up. If you haven't been eating right and you fell off the wagon for 2 or 3 weeks or 2 months or 2 years, this is your sign to get back up, to do that again. If you haven't been praying and you haven't been seeking God and you want to get back into a prayer routine and you want to go back to being with God, this is your sign to get back up and to go pray and to be with God. I feel like the biggest times where I feel like there was a reason why I picked up the camera, where I sat down here and God was like, you're going to record today. And I was like, okay, well, my makeup is trash. My hair isn't that best. But, he's just saying like that there's so many people out there that you feel like giving up, but don't give up. Keep fighting, keep persevering, keep pushing forward. Like, there's so much potential that you have. There are so many things that you have going on for your life. There are so many great things that God is going to do in your life. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. That, like, I was talking to my friend Grace today, and she was saying, she's like, maybe, like, she prayed for me today, and she's like, maybe you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but just keep going, keep persevering, keep serving, keep being the woman of God that God has called you to be. For you guys watching, keep being the man of God, woman of God, woman, or just plain woman or plain man, and just serve and just keep going. If you're in a job that you completely hate, like, keep going. Unless, like, you feel to leave, then leave, but keep going. Like, I just keep feeling like right now that I'm sitting here, I just keep feeling like something good is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not here to, like, prophesy over your life or tell you guys anything, but this is the main reason why I started YouTube. I just want to sit here and I just want to tell you, don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward, because there is something strong that God has, and God is doing something new, where there's new beginnings, there's new stretches, and there's new goals, and there's new things that God has. So keep going. I know I keep saying it, but just keep going and know you're worth it. know your purpose is worth it. Know your calling is worth it. Like, I keep feeling that there's so many people that feel that they aren't enough, that they aren't worth it, that you keep talking bad about yourself, about your body, about your image, about your life. Like, stop talking bad about yourself. Stop discouraging yourself. Stop placing yourself in such a low self-esteem. Like, you are a daughter of God. You are a son of God, and you're worth more. Like, it not pisses me off, but it's just something, like, when we know who we are as sons and daughters of God. Like, God is the owner of silver and gold. And if God brought you here, he brought you here for a purpose. He brought you here to hear this word, to get that tough love, right? To be like, you know what? God is doing something. If God wants you here, he'll keep you here. If God wants you to go somewhere else, he'll have you go somewhere else. But just seek God first. It says in Matthew 6:33, seek God first and everything else shall be added unto you. And I'm taking my word. I'm taking the word that I'm giving. But yeah, I just want to encourage you. Like, let's just stand up. Well, I'm sitting down. I can't stand up because of the frame. I want you to stand up, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm up. Just kidding. Just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I can do this. I can do this. I can grow. I'm here. And the craziest thing happened to me today. So I was talking to my friend Grace in the car, and we were talking, and basically she said these words that really impacted my life. And she goes, not she said these words, but we were talking, and then basically I got a phone notification on my phone, obviously, and it said, see where you were last year. And it was so crazy because I was just having this heart-to-heart conversation with her, and we were just talking about life, and we were talking about things, and girl things, girl talks, car therapy. We were just talking about that, and then I'm just crying, right? And then all of a sudden I see this notification, and then I just start crying, obviously, because I cry over everything, and that's how I cope with things. But I cried about it, and basically what happened is that it basically said, right now you are in Miami. Right now you are believing for this amount of money. Right now you are believing for your apartment. And this time next year you'll have it. And I look at that note, and I'm sitting in my studio / apartment right now. I had that certain amount for me that I believed for, actually double the amount. And I'm just thinking of God's faithfulness. I think that looking at that really encouraged me. And it was like, don't give up, find your purpose. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward to your dreams and your goals and everything, and I know life is not perfect. Life will never be perfect. I remember moving here and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life for 6 months. And I just kept thinking about, oh, my life is going to get better when I get a job. And then when I got a job, I'm like, it's not perfect. And then I'm thinking of something else. And then if I were to get something else, I won't be happy with that. And then if I go here, I won't be happy there. And if I go here, like, I feel like we're never satisfied. Like, why are we not satisfied? Why can't we be satisfied in the season that we're in right now? And I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys, be satisfied in the season that you are right now. Like, obviously, there's always room for growth. There's always like the what's next. Like, what are you believing for? What are you praying for? Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision down on plain and tablets and write it. But like, what is God saying now? And I remember I was talking to a friend, and we were just saying that it just reminds me, like, in the seasons that many of us are in, right? We feel like we're like Joseph, that we're in the pit. And he was in the pit. His brothers threw him in there, and he was there for so long, and he was sent out to be a slave. for how many years. And then it wasn't until he had grace with the king that he moved forward. And then he became the king, Pharaoh, whatever he was. And he was like literally brought from the pit to the palace. And I feel like that's what God is doing with us, including myself. I feel like many of us, including myself, we're in a pit. We're just like in the lowest of the lows of, like deep down there. But, oh my gosh. We feel like we're in the pits and the lowest of the lows, but just know that God's going to get you out. Whether it's you in a relationship, you are in a pit in the relationship, whether you are struggling financially and you're in the pit, whether you just left a church and you're in a pit, or you start a new church and you feel in a pit, or you start a new job and you feel in a pit, or you don't have a job and you feel in a pit. Like, your palace is coming. The breakthrough is coming. The glory of going to a new church is going to happen. The other side is going to feel better. The job promotion is going to come if you're believing for one. Financial breakthrough is going to come. Like, so many things are going to happen in your life. Why? Because you are a daughter and you are a son of God. And the qualifications of a son and daughter of God are the following. You have access to God in heaven, up there, and you ask him, God, like, you pray to him and you're like, I welcome you. I go on my knees. I do my thing with God. I honor him. I do this. And then all of a sudden you ask him. It says in the word, ask and you shall receive. God, I ask you for this. God, I'm believing for this job. God, I'm believing for my financial breakthrough. God, I'm believing that you're going to get me out of this pit and you're going to put me in the palace. And you be radical. You give God timelines and you're like, God, I give you 2 weeks. I give you 2 months. And he's going to do it. Why? Because as a son and daughter, you have the qualifications to ask your father. And if you have a relationship with God, it should be normal to ask him. Like, imagine like you're a son and you're a daughter and you ask your dad, hey dad, can I get $20? Sure, here. Like we were at church, they were preaching today. They're like, oh, I asked my dad for $1, and then he was like, oh, here, and he gave you $1. And what if that was his last $5? Like, God is up in heaven with the silver and the gold, and he can drop a Tesla if you want it, just have faith, keep going, keep persevering. This is your sign to keep going. And this is your sign to have faith that God will provide. It says in the word, my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and his glory in Christ Jesus. So this is your sign to not give up. This is your sign to keep persevering, to keep going forward, to keep moving forward. I don't care what yours like, oh, Abby, but this. No, Abby, but nothing. I believe that this is going to happen. Say it. I believe blank is going to happen in my life. And watch in 6 months is going to happen. Watch in a year. Better yet, do what I did last year. Get your phone right now. This is tough love. I'm sorry, but we are being sassy tonight, and I hope you're okay with that, because I have no filter. I've gone through like 3 cries tonight, and I'm picking up this camera and we are filming today, and I'm sorry. I'll probably wake up tomorrow. I'll probably be editing this and be like, Abby, what the heck? Honestly, no, I'm not editing it. I'm literally boom, upload, because I don't have time, because I work a lot and I'm tired, but I still want to do content for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with this. Anyways, I'm sorry. I love you guys so much. Mwah. So get up and say this. Like, no, get your phone. Okay, so get your phone. Do this, right? So go to your calendar and go to this date. What's today's date? Today is the 23rd or the 24th. So let's just say today's the 24th. So put 10/24/2024. Oh, cool. Cute. 10/24/2024. Go up to the date and go up to this time, whatever you're watching it right now. Maybe it's like 10 a.m. there, 10 p.m. here, whatever time you're watching it. Go up to the time. And then say, write like a note to your, like, right, see where you were last year. And then this year, write 2 things of where you are right now. So for example, right now I'm in an apartment and I'm in California, right? And then write that down. So like where you are and something about you in your current situation. If you're in a job, write down the job where you're at. If you are certain finances, write down the finances in your bank account, whatever you want. Then under that, write 2 things that you're believing for. I'm believing for $50,000 in my bank account. I'm believing for my dream job and my dream apartment fully furnished and paid off. Boom. You put that in there and you save it. You put an alert for that time and it'll come, because you don't know where you're going to be next year. And literally, mind you, I was literally in the car talking to my friend, and then boom, I get that notification. And then that was just a reminder. Like, it's like I said it for myself, but God knew I needed to see it in that moment. Because if it was any other moment, I'd be like, wow, okay, cool. Like if I was at work, I'd be like, oh my God, wow. Or on my break, I'd be like, wow. But the fact that I was in the car talking to my friend about life and like, you know, about everything, and then boom, get this notification. And I was like, God, you're up there, right? Hey, it's your daughter, remember me. But yeah, so I wish that like we can Venmo ourselves a year later. Like how cool would that be? Anyways, patent that idea. So yeah, that is the tea. I want to encourage you guys to not give up, to keep persevering. Know that there is something more, that God has something more. And you're entering into a season of great things. You're entering a season of beautiful things, you know. And as this season is coming up of November and December, it's only 2 more months of the year, which is so insane to me to think about. But know that in these 2 months, God can do something radical in your life. So don't give up. I believe in you. God is faithful. He has so many good things planned in store for you. I love you. I'm sorry that I was being a little sassy in this video, but if you like Sassy Abby, just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening to my TED Talk and letting me vent a little. I feel like I just wanted to get up and film this video to kind of talk to you guys about my life, and not just about my life, but just about this topic, because I feel like a lot of us quit so easy. And a lot of us just give up so easily, and God is not a quitter, you know, and neither are you, and neither am I. We're not quitters. We are born again Christians of the Lord, and we're meant for more. And whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, like keep on pushing through, keep on persevering. And any advice, right? If you feel like giving up, number 1, I would say obviously go to God, you know, but I just pictured myself whatever. I just pictured myself like laid out there flat and just be like, God, I'm here, you know. Number 2, ask for help. If you feel like giving up and you feel like you can't do it, go to a mentor, go to someone that is like a mentor, a life coach, a therapist, whatever floats your boat, whatever you need to help you get out of that rut, go to it. A close friend, a boyfriend, a confidant, a girlfriend, whatever. Go to them, talk to them, If you're a Christian, have them pray for you. If they're a therapist, give them money. Oh my God. Sorry, God. Number 2, ask for help. Number 3, go outside and go in nature. I think I'm going to go on a hike tomorrow because I feel like that helps me with my mental health. So I'm going to try to go on a hike tomorrow and get out, do something different from my routine. Oh, number 4, do something outside of your routine. So if you're used to waking up, going to the gym, getting breakfast, okay, wake up, go on a hike, do something out of your comfort zone. Take yourself out on a date. Like, I remember when I was feeling in a slump, I dressed up on Sunday. I put a dress on. I put on full face of makeup, and I took myself after church to watch the Taylor Swift concert by myself. And it was the best experience because I went by myself and I was an independent queen and I just did a lot. So I encourage you guys. So that's that right now. So I hope this video encouraged you guys. I know that this video was pretty much all over the place of me ranting, but I do love you guys so much. And I know that there's something big that's going to happen. So please comment below a year from now, or whenever you're watching this, or maybe in the comments, write down what you're believing for next year. And then this time next year, I'll make another video to be like, go back and see how far you came, so we can be accountable to each other. So I love you guys. I'm believing for something so big for you guys and for me, and don't give up. You know, I just want to like lift you up of where you're at. If you're sitting there, get up from that bed. Stop laying there and being lazy, and get your booty up and go to the gym and get your workout in and dance and, I don't know, eat a good meal and get outside of your comfort zone and just do something for you. Do something for you creatively. Do something for you mentally. Do something for you spiritually. Do that thing, boo, because you got this. And I love you and I believe in you, and you are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you know. People are crying watching this, and I'm sorry, because same, but you are meant for more. And I keep saying it, but you are meant for more. And Holy Spirit, please let me know what else I need to add before I end this video. But you're meant for more. You're meant for greater things. You're meant for purposeful things. You are meant to do a big purpose of your life. And I feel like there are people who are watching that were hurt, that were distressed, that I feel like there were people that were even hurt from church. Like, I just want to tell you guys, I'm sorry, that things happen to you, but also know that there's healing, and that God has something big for you, and don't give up, and yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to this video, listening to me rant and talk about my life and just ramble on about not giving up. But yes, so this is your sign to not give up. This is your sign to keep pushing forward. This is your sign to trust in God and trust in the word that he has for you, the purpose that he has. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are watching online on YouTube, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media, be linked down below. If you guys are watching on Finding Yourself Podcast and listening on Finding Yourself Podcast, make sure to rate the podcast 5 stars and give it a thumbs up, and comment below your favorite part and what you're believing for. So I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video and podcast. Bye.